Hello everybody, I am back. Today I'm gonna show you how to draw a great method from painting Ultimate Alien Force. Okay, so we're gonna start off by drawing his hair first. Okay, so his hair gonna look like a heart shape. So we're gonna draw a line that's kind of like a heart shape going up. Okay, then so we're gonna going that way, going toward the upside again. Alright, now we're gonna draw a line curve down for the eyes, and then curve up and down a little. So that be kind of like a heart shape right there. Alright, so it depends on how big the character you want to draw. So if you want to draw like pretty big, you can draw this heart shape head pretty big. Alright, so for his eyes, it's kind of like pretty big as well. It kind of look like a grape. Okay, so it's size of a pretty big grape. Alright, so it's basically draw like a grape eyes right there. Okay, now we can like draw in a kind of like the like eyelash, or you don't have like any eyebrows. Okay, if you like watching his character design closely, that the other did not have and did not draw him any eyebrow, so it's kind of like pretty basic design. Okay, so we can like curve another line down right here. Okay, kind of like a straight line down. Okay, so that be like the cheek. Okay, and then kind of like a straight line down right here. That be like the bone. Okay, now we can like expand this line a little. Okay, so we can like expand it toward the middle, so we can like draw out the his mouth. So his mouth be like that right here, kind of like sticking out a little, kind of like he's kind of like pretty old, so he kind of like draw him like a more of an old people style. Okay, so that means you can add in some mark right here to make it look like a kind of like a face, kind of like style to it. Okay, so that be like basically the head. Now we're missing one more eye, so it'll be like right here. Okay, so we're gonna draw it like a grape shape again. So it's kind of like very big. Okay, so make sure you want to draw like a kind of like a drawing a big grape right there. Alright, so that's like basically the size of the that's the left eye, right? Yeah, that's the left eye. Now we can like draw in the parts we need to like make it like the outside part design. Kind of look like putting some makeup around the eye like that. Okay, and then there's kind of like a rectangular shape right in the middle. Okay, so this rectangular shape will be kind of like the eye pupil right there. Okay, so we can just color it in with your wooden pencil. Okay, so I'm gonna color it, finish this eye later. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing on the that's the right eye. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing on the right eye as well. Okay, this is a rectangular, kind of like a rectangular box right there. So that's like basically the head. Now can I move on to drawing the body. Okay, so about where the mouth is, we can like draw kind of like a little line down. Okay, so that be like the neck, then another line down right here. Okay, so that the neck is kind of like pretty skinny as well, so that be like the neck right here. Now I can like draw his shoulder, so be this a curved down line. Okay, about what the eye is about where this curving down line to stop. Okay, so we're gonna do about the same thing on the other side. Okay, this is a curved down line with the edge of this mark right here. Okay, so this is gonna curve it down. Alright, so about to the edge of this mark. Now that we got the two shoulders done, now we can work on drawing the lower part of the arm. Okay, so just draw a line down. Okay, so now we can draw the little bitty and some muscle to it. Okay, so that be like the arm. Now we can draw his working hand. Okay, it's kind of like pretty big. Okay, so his hand style design is kind of like don't have any real life human fingers on it. So just gonna draw a kind of like a kind of more, I don't know how to describe this. It's kind of more like a flat piece of paper type of finger. It's kind of, you kind of look like the fingers are made of piece of papers or made of papers. Okay, because kind of like flat like that. Okay, so we are going to draw a kind of like finger, kind of looking like papers. Okay, we are only gonna draw like 4 fingers for him. Okay, that's how the author design the character right there. Okay, so that will be like the 4th one. You kind of like right here. Okay, so it's gonna connect to connected together. So we're gonna call this dark anyway. Okay, now we can move on to drawing the right hand. Okay, the right arm. Okay, so we're gonna make a little bit curved down line first. Okay, now we can like draw like the back muscle a little. Okay, just draw it like that. Okay, and then kind of like a, his shape kind of looking like a little fork. Okay, now as you look at it, he's kind of like pretty wealthy looking guy, kind of looking like a runner, kind of looking like a dude that can run a marathon. Okay, because he's so skinny. Alright, now we can, that's like the body right there. We can curve a line down. Okay, so now we are moving on to drawing the leg. So his leg is kind of like very skinny. Okay, so make sure you want to draw it like super skinny. Okay, so we're gonna start off by drawing a line right there. Alright, then we're gonna draw like the hip, not the hip, the joint. Okay, so the joint will be right there, kind of like curving down. Okay, now his feet is kind of like, oh my god, it's a lot bigger than the leg. Alright, so we're just gonna draw the feet like that. Okay, so we're just gonna draw it. The first one is kind of like, let me see, let me adjust the camera. Alright, so first one is kind of like so just kind of like a piece of paper as well right here, flat out piece of paper. Okay, then the second one will be right there. Okay, so we're just gonna basically draw like 3 of those. Okay, so the main point for drawing his feet is like don't draw like all 3 of those toes, I guess, like exactly the same size. Okay, if you draw exactly the same size, yeah, it won't look like a toe anymore. Okay, so it won't look like kind of like, it won't look very normal if you draw like all 3 of those like exactly the same size. Alright, so now we kind of like make a curved line up right there. Okay, then now we can draw the right leg. Okay, so it'll be like that, curve down, then back muscle right here a little. Okay, then curve up. Alright, now we can like draw a little line kind of straight out again. Okay, now we're going to draw the toes again, so it'll be like pretty big. Okay, so just a reminder, don't draw all 3 of the toes like exactly the same size. Just draw like one little bit bigger and one skinnier and one little bit taller. Okay, so like what I did here. Okay, so like that. So this one's a little bit taller than that one. Okay, so that be like the his feet. Okay, so we're gonna draw a line over. Okay, so that will be like the feet. Now we can finish drawing his hand. Okay, so about right here, we can like draw a line down. Okay, then connect. Alright, now we can like draw his finger. So the one of the finger will be kind of like right here. So that's kind of like the thumb right there. Now we can like draw 3 more fingers. Okay, so very long fingers. Okay, so it's the same concept idea as drawing the toe. Okay, so don't want to draw like all three of them like exactly the same. Okay, so draw one, that one a little bit bigger, one a little bit smaller. Okay, so it will look more like a finger and toe. Alright, now we can like connect it. Alright, so now like that's basically the fingers and the toe. Now we got the whole body done. Now we can add in some detail to it. Alright, so this is gonna draw a line right there, kind of looking like a the glove is wearing. Alright, so now we can draw another line right here. Okay, so we're gonna color this kind of like dark color. Okay, so it's gonna color it black. Okay, so color this part black. Then we're gonna color this part black as well, kind of looking like a jacket, nice jacket, a shirt right there. Alright, so I accidentally added another line right here, so please don't add this line right here, because I accidentally put it right there. Alright, so let me add kind of like a button right in the back, kind of like the button to the he have in the back. Okay, so I don't know what's the button called. Okay, kind of like the watch. Alright, now we got the whole body shape done. Okay, let me zoom out. Oh, that's all the way. Alright, let me adjust the camera so it's better to see. Okay, now we got the whole body shape out done. Now I can add in some detail to it. Okay, so let me use my ink. That's a Sharpie. Okay, kind of like a micro ink pen Sharpie. This is a micro ink pen. Okay, so I'm using an ink pen. So it's kind of like a regular Sharpie. This the lid is kind of a little bit smaller. Sorry guys, my camera kind of out of memory, so I charge it again. So I am back. Now we are going to use that ink pen, like I say, and just about 5 minutes ago. And I'm just gonna use this ink pen to add in some detail for the drawing. Just add right here and right here, color in, and I'll be back. Alright, once you got the dark part of the like the detail done, then we can work on drawing the move on to drawing the coloring. Okay, so I'm as of right now I have choose those 3 colors. One of them is gray, which I will use this color for the skin right here and right there and right here, and then a lemon green, so it's kind of like light green. I'm gonna use to color the eyes, and then just a yellow green for the for his clothes right here. Okay, so I'm gonna just basically color this and time up, so it'll be a faster drawing video. So if you want to follow along with me, you can always pause the video after I draw. Okay, maybe I will use this water pencil for the darker detail of the clothes. Okay, so maybe I just draw a little dark, use my water pencil color and draw it in first, and then color it so I have like darker shadows. You will get what I mean once I am a tiny person. Okay, so I gotta just throw in a tiny to finish the drawing real quick. Alright guys, that is basically it. So let me explain a little bit on how I color this. So like I said before, I only use those three color pencils and a wooden pencil to color this whole body right there. Okay, so for this kind of like a badge watch right here, I use my pencil to put in a little shading right here. So for the shading part, let me show you how I did it. So I just hold it like a pencil lightly, and then I push down the lead in the paper like very lightly as possible as well. Okay, just basically draw in a shape of a circle. Okay, so when we draw a shape of a circle, this like the color will kind of like mix in, so it will look more smooth out and more of a 3D style. Alright, so I use this yellow green for the body. Alright, and before I use the yellow green, I used my pencil to get like a shadow right here for the for his I think that's his clothes right here. Okay, so that's my basically it. And for the eyes, the eyeball, I just used the light green, basically light green for the eyeball. Okay, that's why it looks so light. Alright, so I think that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with a new video as soon as possible.